All right, cool. Welcome to tonight's team call. I'm super excited to chat with you girls and see your faces. I know that many of you are catching the playback, so that's totally cool. Hopefully you all are staying healthy and safe with all this craziness going on. And I just want to remind you that even though there is a whole lot of unknown going on right now, and there's a bit of panic and worry and overwhelm going on right now, to really try and use this as an opportunity to focus on yourself and what you have control over, because there are a lot of things that we don't have control over, and that make you feel like you're kind of in this tailspin and like you can't get a grasp on things, and that can lead to anxiety and a lot of other things. So I just want to remind you that we have workouts to do at home to release that stress. We have a community to love and support us, and we have personal development to help keep our mindset more positive and to help us shift our focus on the things that we can control and the blessings that we have in our lives, rather than kind of feeding into all of the other things that are going on around us. Okay, so yes, we have to prepare and we have to be smart, but I don't want you to let that consume you. Okay, and I want us to project that onto those around us. Let us be that beacon of light for those who are very overwhelmed, who maybe don't have that love and support of a community, who maybe don't have that shift in their focus and their mindset yet, that feel like they're maybe drowning in all of the information and things going on in life right now. So that's my little piece on that. I want to talk a little bit about 10 rounds because that launches tomorrow. Super excited. I am going to try and purchase it at 5 a.m. so that I can start day one tomorrow, but we will see, fingers crossed. A lot of times it doesn't launch until 9 a.m. Pacific, which is actually noon our time, but I'm keeping my fingers crossed that it will go live first things tomorrow morning. So that launches tomorrow for coaches. It is available for customers to purchase on 4/6. Okay, so if you have somebody who's interested and wants to get started with it right now, they absolutely can. They would just have to enroll either as a working coach or as a preferred customer, or what we would call a discount coach. So you can set them up with the coaching package and they can get access to it right away. It will not roll out onto BOD until October 1st. That's a really long time to wait for this program. So I strongly encourage you to talk about people, educate them on getting started with it right away. It's a 6-week program, so we can totally finish the program before summer even starts and really get into a good groove with our results and feeling summer ready and feeling just confident and better in our own skin. But not only that, it's using this time as an opportunity to really focus on making our health a priority, right? Talking and providing that value of what value it has to make ourselves a priority, to make sure that we're diving into healthier food options and taking care of ourselves and taking those steps to move our bodies and to honor our bodies and to dive into personal development and do that mindset thing when all of this is going on. So there is a free sample. Hopefully you have tried that. If you haven't yet, it is listed in our Team Living Healthy and Fit group. I also have in there like an example invite, as well as some information that I was sending to others that were excited to try the sample. Just asking them for feedback, right? Asking them what their thoughts are, what they liked about it, and starting to build that connection and that relationship with people, okay? So hopefully you're taking full advantage of that. There is more information in the FAQs. You can do your due diligence and check out that information there. April Super Saturday has been canceled. So if you have not heard that, there was supposed to be a Super Saturday, I believe the 3rd weekend in April. But because of everything that is going on right now, corporate has canceled the in-person live events, but they are going to do their first ever live international Super Saturday. So stay tuned for that. I do not yet have the details as far as what service they're going to stream that on, but I think that that's going to be really, really awesome. They've done many different events streaming. They stream Summit. They have streamed like live workouts for like a 1-day event in the past. So I think that it'll be really good. It'll be an opportunity to really immerse ourselves into what's coming and some positivity and what to look forward to, while still protecting ourselves and not exposing ourselves to others who may be sick. Okay. So stay tuned for that. This April Super Saturday has been canceled for at least the one in person. I personally got a refund for the ticket that I had already purchased. I know that some of you had purchased a ticket for Grand Rapids in January, which was canceled due to weather. They then said that they would push it back to April. But because that event has been canceled, I did see a refund today actually come through my email. So if you also registered for that event, you may see a refund to your account already. So what I would like to talk about for tonight, keeping our content very service driven right now and building that trust with those around us, because there are going to be people who want to dive into their health, and there are going to be people who are looking for an outlet to do it at home. But there are also people who are losing their income, who are dealing with sick loved ones. And we really need to walk a fine line in growing our business, but servicing people and providing value so that it's coming from a good place. Does that make sense? So that we're not just taking advantage of the fact that gyms are closed or that people can't leave their home, but that we're providing an opportunity or a resource or a tool to them that they can use in this time of need. Okay. So what I would really love for you all to start doing, if you haven't been, is to really focus on, like I said in the beginning, what we have control over. So we have control over the foods that we are eating right now, right? When we went to the grocery store, I just did click list. I've never done it before, but it was a way for me to get everything without actually going into the store and standing in line with all of those people. And it blew my mind that we got almost every single thing that we purchased on our click list, because it's things that we would normally purchase, but it's because it was all organic and good, healthy foods. Okay. I think that that's an opportunity to really showcase and show people how to choose healthier foods. Like we had frozen vegetables because vegetables are going to go bad. So I was trying to stock up on frozen vegetables and frozen quinoa and organic peanut butters and eggs and good breads. All of those things were still left because a lot of the canned goods that maybe aren't so great were the first to go, right? Because that's what people automatically think of. But I bought extra spinach. You can freeze that. You can freeze some of your fruits and vegetables. Like there's ways that you can prepare in situations like this, but still prepare in a healthy manner. So think about that. Think about, what are you preparing for your family right now? Are you making large quantities and then freezing it so that you can utilize fresh, good, wholesome foods, but not eat the same thing for every single meal for a week straight, but you're keeping it healthy? So share the hacks that you personally are using to keep yourself on a healthier path. And let's be honest, the chances of someone who is eating good, healthy foods and wholesome foods that is giving them good vitamins and nutrients is going to be able to battle the situation that we're in or recover faster than someone who's maybe eating a lot of processed foods or foods that are filled with sugars and preservatives and things like that. So just some things to really think about. What would you want? Like, what do you want to see right now? What is going to ease your anxiety in your heart and give you peace in these moments? Like, what are the posts that you are drawn to? It's probably not someone pitching something. It's probably not someone that, I think I saw, what did I see? Somebody was pitching, Scentsy, like candles, like those little wax things or whatever. And she's like, oh, good thing we're in quarantine, but I have an unlimited supply of my Scentsy things. It was like her link. Okay. But how many people do you think were drawn to a post like that? Probably not very many, right? So we really want to think about, what do my followers need? Are they stressing because they have young kids at home? Are they worried about having a lack of food? and putting that spin on it that you can be that light and be that peace and calm for them. Okay. So what are your tips and tricks? What are you doing with your foods, and what kind of foods are you preparing for your family during this time? The next thing is really focusing on your own journey. So making sure that you're getting your workouts in every day, and that you're talking about, like for me, that's a stress release. Maybe for you it is too. Like why do you choose to work out? And yes, we can showcase that we're working out at home, but how are you making that work with everything that's going on right now? Or maybe you're talking about how you have all this time and you don't want to just sit because that makes you stir crazy. So working out is a way for you to release that, like that anxiety, or that, I can't think of the word, uneasy energy, that you have building up inside of you. So talking about your journey and how you're working out and how that's helping you to kind of manage the stress that you're going through right now. Okay. That's what's going to be relatable to others. Okay. So making sure that you're focusing on your own journey. Mom and life hacks. So how are you dealing with being home? Are you home full time now? Are your kiddos home full time now? How are you making that work throughout your day? What are maybe some crafts and some things that you're doing with your kiddo while you're at home so that you both stay busy? Or like, we're going to start some home projects that we've been wanting to do. We did a bunch of stuff when we first moved in, and then life gets busy and we haven't really done a whole lot, like all the molding and trim has been painted room by room as we've done a room, but all of my doors are still oak. So guess what we're going to be doing now that we are stuck in our house for the next 4 weeks? We are going to start pulling doors and working on them. So it's just another aspect of life of how are you managing the situation that you're in? Okay. So talking about what you're doing with your kids, how you're going for walks with your dog. There's so many things that we can do without being in the public and going out to eat and being in the masses all the time. But we're also used to being busy, that in another week, people are going to be stir crazy and like, oh my gosh, I can't handle my kids being home for another day. They've been home, like we've been together for 24/7 for the last like 10 days. So provide that value. Think outside the box. What can you do to just provide value with no hidden agenda, right? Just to provide and share what's working for you and your family, because most likely it's going to be working for the people who are following you because they are very similar to you. So mom and life hacks and how you're dealing with being home. The next thing is really talking about, and for you personally, is diving into the mindset. Okay. Really shifting our focus. I know that right now is scary. I know that I'm very type A and have to have control of things. So when there's a lot of unknowns, it's scary, and I get that. But I also believe that everything that's happening right now is to protect us. So it's just embracing what we have control over and knowing that everything is going to work out. It's going to be okay, but we have to shift our focus to the positive, or we're going to make ourselves crazy. We have to shift ourselves to the fact that we can serve a bigger purpose right now in this situation than it's going to hurt our business, or that people aren't going to want to invest in their health and fitness right now because they are scared, or maybe they are losing their job. Maybe this opportunity is an opportunity for them to create supplemental income during these hard times. Okay. Think outside of the box and shift your focus into what you have control over and the positives, right? I'm sure you've heard before, like, look around the room and find all the blue things that you can see for the next 30 seconds. Like, how many blue things do you count in the room? And then how many yellow things did you see in that 30 seconds? You probably didn't see any because you were looking for all of the blue things, right? So if we're looking for all the scary things, if we're looking for all the negatives, how we can't succeed in these times, how we can't grow our business, how we can't get the foods that we want, how we can't serve those around us, we're going to see more of that, right? And that's what we're going to create because that's what we're putting out. But when we look at, these are the foods that I have in my home, and these are the things I can do with it. I can help somebody relieve a little bit of stress by sending them this free workout to help them de-stress and relieve that tension that they're feeling right now. I can share this personal development book that has filled me up because I know that Sarah is really struggling right now because she's so overwhelmed with everything in her life. Okay. Look at all the positives and attributes that you have because we all have a gift. We all have something that we can share with somebody else. You can always just share the gift of saying hi and say, girl, I'm sure that this is a really hard time for you and your family. I just want you to know that I've been praying for you and that I'm here for you if you need to talk. Be the positive in this situation. Okay. That's what we're always striving to be. And right now it's going to be a true test for all of us. Okay. Because we're feeling those stressors just like everyone else. But we have to show them that we can overcome it by focusing on what we have control over. Okay. So share the personal development. Maybe as you're reading your book and something really strikes you, share that quote or share like your synopsis of what you read for the day that's really filled your heart because it's going to help someone else. Okay. So mindset. And then the last thing that I have is just simply being mindful of the situation that everyone is in right now. Okay. Just having that on your heart and knowing that we have a greater purpose here and things might be a little bit rocky right now in this season, and that's okay. Okay. That's okay. We have to learn to embrace that and see what lesson that we can learn and how we can better serve those around us. Okay. So work on sharing more about what you're eating and the recipes that you're making for your family and how you're making foods in your home work. Share about your workouts and how they help you de-stress and how they make you feel. How do they make you feel? Do they make you feel better? Do they make you have energy? Do they help you get through these hard times? Different life hacks that are working for you, how you're getting through this season of life with having your kiddos home and not being able to go a lot of places. Are you playing outside? Like, what are the things that you're doing to make this situation work for you and your family? Mindset, keeping that positive mindset. Make sure you're really diving into the team, you're diving into the wellness group, and you're diving into personal development every single day, and probably more now than ever. Like 10 minutes is the minimum, but we really probably should be doing a lot more than that right now because we need that positive energy, right? We need to elevate our spirits more now than ever. And being mindful that it might not be the right time for a lot of people, and you might get a lot of no's. You might get a lot of people who totally ignore you. Do not take it personally, and know that this is a tough season for a lot of people. It has nothing to do with you, okay? It just has to do with how can we better serve others without having the sale in mind, okay? And the more we focus on serving others and providing value, the more things are going to fall into place, okay? We just have to trust the process and know that the more we focus on the good and serving others and helping them, that we build that circle of trust and that we will have gain or we will have growth through that, okay? Cool. Okay, that's all I have. I told you I was going to make it quick. That was pretty good, 20 minutes. Do you have any questions, my dear? Hold on, let me unmute you really quick. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so like the different sample workouts for like the different programs, like the links and stuff, where can I find those at? Because I had seen like all the different ones that there's sample workouts for, and I know I have like the bar blend and then the 10 rounds, but that's all I have.
Okay, so there was a template that I had all of them in, and it should be in the files of Team Living Healthy and Fit. I'll have to go in and look, but it was a PDF that had the link for all of them.
Okay, I did see.
Bar Blend and 10 Rounds are the only two that are on Vimeo. Like those are the first two that they put on Vimeo instead of like a specific link to BOD, and then just having like the sample that they could have free access to that, kind of like Clean Week. And we also have Clean Week. So those are tools that we can provide for people who maybe want to do something at home, but maybe they can't financially invest right now, or they want to try it first. So you have Clean Week, which is 7 full workouts plus a meal plan that they can access for free. And you can just Google Beachbody Clean Week, and it'll give you the link for it.
Okay.
And then I will find that it should be in one of the units that has a PDF of like all, I think there was 8 of them on there because it was before bar and it was before 10 rounds. But
okay.
Have all of those as well.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought kind of promote those since people can't go to the gym and maybe don't want to spend money right now would be a good idea.
Yeah, it's just really being a problem solver right now and thinking about how can we give tools and resources and help, and maybe share more recipes that maybe like Googling recipes or looking on Pinterest for like things that people are going to have in their cupboards. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Like that are easy, like throw together like scratch recipes that are cost effective and that people probably have in their pantries on hand.
Right.
Just different hacks like that are going to be super helpful for those around us right now. So different things like that, just thinking outside of the box and thinking, how can we better serve those around us and who are following us? Okay. All right, girlfriend. Well, I appreciate you being on the call. If anyone has any questions watching the playback, just let me know in the comments below. And please all stay smart, keep your heads up, stay positive. We are all going to get through this. It's just we're kind of in the thick of the storm right now. But we just have to stay positive, and we have to do our due diligence and be smart and stay home and avoid being in big crowds, so that way we don't make anybody sick that, or get sick ourselves. So I love you all. I hope you are all good, and I will talk with you soon. Bye.